Double weekend, Cody.
Good morning. It is 7:30, Saturday, September 30th, and we're gonna go to our first ever dual event weekend. I am pretty tired, but not as tired as I thought it'd be, so that's good. I think by Sunday I'll be pretty dead though. That's gonna be rough, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I think I'll nap in the car and just take in a lot of caffeine. But my dad and I are gonna head over to Lodi Comic-Con, and that's gonna be from 11 to 5. Then right after, Lodi is only 30 minutes away from Sacramento. We're gonna drive over to Sacramento, and then we're gonna finish up the evening in Foodie Land. And then one more tomorrow. I take it back, I'm pretty tired. Please excuse the chaos that is my dining room and my entire house, to be honest, but I've somehow managed to fit everything I need for Lodi in these things, which might be normal for most people, but for me this is kind of a miracle. I am very impressed with myself. We're here. And look at freeze-dried candy. How sweet. All set up. I'll do a tour in a little bit. And all the way over there is Anime-zing. Anime-zing. TBH, a little nervous about this show. I'm not sure if it's exactly my demographic, but gotta try new things.
Yeah.
Say hi, Dad. We are an hour and a half in, and we're doing better than I thought. So, still got 5 more hours. Hello. Good. How you doing? The original characters of my own that I would like to create a story for one day, but for now I'm just kind of drawing. Thank you so much. It's going really well. I haven't even had time to eat. So update, it is 2 o'clock, and my goal for this event was to cover the Foodie Land booth. That would have been nice. I felt like that was a bit ambitious, but we covered the Foodie Land booth, and now we're just cruising from this point. We got 3 more hours left. If I could double the number that I just got, that'd be great, but I'd be happy if it stopped right here, to be honest. But hopefully not. Hello, Egghead Kelsey coming in with an update. The show is hitting all my boxes. I love low effort, cheap table kind of events, and this is checking all those boxes. It's only an hour drive from me, and people here are fantastic. Lodi Comic-Con, I love you. This is great. So I am sold out of a couple of designs, and then I had someone purchase a hoodie that was not in stock, so I'm going to send that off to them with free shipping later. Very exciting. I also think I'm not going to get a chance to step away, so I had my dad record some of the convention for me. Oh, what you got there? Orange mystery bag. Wow. Okay, 3 o'clock update. Sold out of mystery bags. And when it comes to shirts, no more smalls or mediums. No 3XLs of this. Actually, no 3XLs of this one either. And yeah, obviously shirts are a bestseller. Oh my gosh, I need to restock on business cards. This was like all the way across. This has been a fantastic event. Very nice. So here's the setup I'm working with. This is for an 8-foot table. And I really like it. Plus, this up here. Oh, hi, Dad. Yay, thank you.
Oops. Gonna get
Hydrants. The aftermath. This was full. It's about halfway gone. Yay! So here's my reward for this weekend. Got one of these posters from Christopher Keiko. It's amazing. Got some stickers from Azzy. And some stickers from Ashley. Oh, shaky cam. I got full arms. But it's done, and we're headed to Foodieland. Hello, and welcome to the recap and review portion of the vlog. This is a part of the video where I'm going to talk about all of the high notes, all the low notes, whether or not I think it was worth it, and anything else that is noteworthy. If you've noticed a new setting, that's because I'm not home. I'm actually in Utah right now. Me and Cody are visiting my sister and her family in Utah, and for Cody's early birthday present, we're gonna go hunt down some fossils and dig them up and excavate and whatnot. It's something he's always wanted to do, so that's why we're here. Anyways, back on topic. Lodi Comic-Con is hosted by the same people who host Stockton Con, and so there's about 4 different events in the year. There's Lodi Spring and Fall, and then there's Stockton Summer and Winter. And I had previously done Stockton Con Summer, and I did okay. Like, for a multi-day event, it was definitely my worst event, but I enjoyed myself and I did make money, so I found it worthwhile at the time, but not something I would sign up for again. So when I heard about Lodi Comic-Con Fall, initially I was pretty reluctant, especially because I had already booked Foodieland Sacramento, but my goal was pretty low. I just wanted to cover Foodieland booth, and I felt like I could at least do that in a single day convention. Let's talk about Lodi Comic-Con. Cons, pros, and whether or not I think it was worth it. Let's start with cons. It is only one day. It was from 11 to 5 on September 29th, which was a Saturday, and I mean, I say that as a con, but it could also be a pro, like if you just want easy work, I guess. The other con, again, is that it's a small convention because it's only one day, which again could also be counted as a pro depending on who you are. I guess like the biggest con to this is that it's for locals. Like if you are farther than 2 hours, 3 hours, might not be worth it. Although I did know some people who traveled about that far and found that it was worth their time. So I think the cons are pretty weak for this convention because it was pretty great in my opinion. So let's just go on to that part. Pros to this convention can also be considered cons, just based on you, your business, where you're located. Like if you're in SoCal, you know, I wouldn't say this is an event worth traveling for, but if you're like 2 to 3 hours, maybe, I don't know. It was small, so that means there's less competition. And although it was on the smaller side, for a single day convention, I as an attendee would be pleasantly surprised with how much they offered. I did an event similar to something like this back in March, and it was called Carrier Con. It was actually on a boat. It was one of the coolest conventions I've ever been a part of. It was also only a single day. So I think there's a lot of potential for single day conventions because the artist alley is smaller. So if people like what you're selling, they are very likely to buy from you and to buy a lot, because that's kind of what happened to me. The other pro is that it was only a single day, which again can be considered a con, just depending on you. But because of that, it was only from 11 to 5. I was able to attach it onto Foodieland and make this weekend even more profitable for me. So that worked out well. Another pro is that the table was pretty cheap for only being a single day. And on top of it being fairly affordable, that made my minimum goal small, a certain multiple of the table. And so I felt like I was likely to accomplish that. Although not at first maybe, but after like an hour into it, I felt pretty confident. I ended up hitting that goal times 4, maybe? Yeah, times 4, like my minimum times 4. So that was really great for me. I truly was not expecting the success for this event. Now, all of those things alone make for a great event, but if you've watched any of my other vlogs before, you'll know that enjoying myself is a very important component for whether or not I find an event worthwhile or worth returning to. And I had so much fun at this event. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first 30 minutes, I was really anxious because people just kept passing by. Like, they would look, but no one bought anything for the first 30 minutes. And so I started getting in my head and I was like, is this my demographic? Like, I mean, this is Lodi and I draw a lot of Asian inspired art. Like, are people interested in that out here? I don't really know. And then past that 30-minute mark, people started buying from me and it was like constant sales from about 11:30 to like 4:30 for me. Like, I had a hard time escaping my booth, even just to say hello to friends. I had a hard time even eating my lunch. Like, I would take a bite and as soon as I took a bite, someone would come and then people would just keep coming. And then an hour later, I got to take my second bite, which, like, I guess it kind of sucks that I can't eat, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really mind doing that if it means I'm making money. These single day anime conventions, or just single day conventions in general, like, you don't hear too much about them. People always want to go to the big ones like Anime Expo or Fanime or something like that, or even Sac Anime, but these single ones are like, I'm about it. Like, I might sign up for a lot more of these. I think the reason for my success was my shirts. I'm noticing that my shirts are taking events that would otherwise kind of suck and turning them into pretty worthwhile events for me, and that's really cool. I think I've found my angle, and if you like my clothes and you like my apparel, be prepared to see a lot more. I have a lot of plans for 2024. Lodi Comic-Con Fall was very much worth my time. I really enjoyed myself. I made a good amount of money. I got to see a lot of friends and reconnect with customers and stuff like that. It was fantastic. And then you attach it onto Foodieland Sacramento. It was a great weekend for me, even as exhausting as it was, but I found it so worthwhile. I'm actually gonna be doing the same exact thing in the spring. So Lodi Comic-Con Spring overlaps with Foodieland Sacramento. It's actually on my birthday, May 11th. So that's gonna be a fun weekend, but I'm gonna do this all over again in the spring. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. So we're entering a new season. If you've been following me on YouTube so far, all of my vlogs have been night markets, and this is my first convention that I've actually recorded instead of just attended and sold at. We are officially entering this new fall and winter season where it's getting a little cold for night markets. So we're gonna go indoors, and you're gonna see a lot more of that from me. Some of the ones you can expect to see me at, I'm gonna be in Sacramento for Anime-zing Aki-Matsuri. It's gonna be an anime and Halloween themed event, October 22nd. It's gonna be pretty great. If you're not local to NorCal or visiting, feel free to shop my art online, link in description, or you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok to see more of my actual art. Again, links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Now I'm gonna go hunt down some dinosaur bones in the dirt of Utah. Not really. We're probably just gonna find like plants and bugs, but we can dream, right?